What's good with you guys, man? It's Grind Life Productions back at it again with another video. Hope you guys been doing good. Hope you guys been taking care of yourselves. And most importantly, I hope you guys have been keeping your lives stress free. Because we need to minimize stress because stress is it's really bad. We don't need that in our lives. We don't need that in our lives, especially when we're working towards a goal, especially when we're trying to get things done and we're trying to get a couple of plans to fall through so we can get to that certain destination that we want to be at in our lives. We got to eliminate the stress. And one way to eliminate the stress is to not worrying about the small stuff. A lot of times in life we worry about things that it's it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it because we overthink certain situations, but whole time it's already worked out. It's already worked out. We don't have to worry about it, but we just keep playing the scenario over and over and over again in our heads, thinking about the worst. But we never think about like the positive. We never think about if it like what if this situation does work out. And I just made a video on this. And this is pretty much like a part two of that video where I talked about being optimistic and just keeping like a positive mindset. So yeah, this is just a part two. So like in this video, we're pretty much just going to be talking about like just not sweating the small stuff on and why like most things that we worry about is just not that serious because yeah, I mean like social media will try to push it to make it seem where like just because we don't have certain things, we need to do the most just to get these things and show other people that we have them. But honestly, why does that matter? Why does that matter? Like, why are we doing all these things for validation? It doesn't make sense. And it's not even just a validation thing. It's honestly like I would say it's like a insecurity thing because a lot of people don't feel secure within themselves, so they feel as though that they gotta have all these things just to show it off and just to feel like they're doing big things in life. But honestly, if you know you're doing big things, you don't gotta show that off. You don't have to show that off. It's just something that's within you. And I mean, if people see it, then they see it. And if they don't, then they just don't. It's not really too much you can do about that. But all you can do is just do your best. All you can do is do your best. I understand you probably had a couple of situations where you feel as though you messed up, you feel as though you slipped up, and you feel as though your life is over. But I'm gonna tell you this: if you go to God about these problems, if you go to God about these situations, and you have faith that it's all gonna end up working out, then you have nothing to worry about. You have nothing to worry about because as soon as you go to Him and you tell him about your problems, you tell him about your issues, it's already solved. It's already solved in the long run. All you have to do is keep on working. That's all you got to do. Stay focused. Stay focused. Stay locked in. You already went to God for forgiveness, so He's going to forgive you, but you can't drown yourself. You can't drown yourself in your problems. You can't drown yourself in an endless loop where you actually put yourself in because we be putting ourselves in holes. We put ourselves in certain situations and we wonder why life is seeming so bad because it's like one moment things could be good, everything's chill, but then the next moment it's like, oh no, what's gonna happen next? I don't know. I think I'm done. I think I'm done. It's all over now. It's crazy how life can be like that, and like just how you in those situations where everything seems crazy and chaotic, a miracle could just happen, and then everything is cool again. You like, oh wow, I guess it wasn't that serious in the first place. Pretty much what I'm trying to say is that most problems that we stress over just end up working out over time. They all end up working out. They all end up working out over time. It's just we're just going through the process. We're just going through the process. So like we're in the moment. We're in the moment and we need to trust the process because our problems, our situations is not going to be solved overnight. It's like it's a couple of steps that we got to take to get to the solution. Nobody gets to the solution instantly. We get to the solution over time because it's certain life experiences that you got to go through, it's certain challenges you got to go through, it's certain tasks you got to complete. It's like a video game. To get to the boss, you got to go through the worlds. You got to go through all the levels. You got to level up, get stronger so you could take down a boss. Because if you go to the boss as you are right now with no experience, no stats at all, everything is on zero, you're just a low level, bro, you're going to get demolished. You're going to get demolished. So you just got to take your time. And I'm going to tell you this, the time is going to pass by regardless. The time is going to pass by regardless. So you can either put in that work while you're going through this transitional period, this temporary period, or you can just sit down, do nothing, and just stress all day and create these false scenarios in your head that's probably not going to happen. But the only thing that is going to happen is you receiving all these negative effects on the back end because you're not doing anything to change your situation. You're just stuck. An idle mind is the devil's playground. So you got to keep on moving. You got to keep on pushing. God is already doing his thing. Let him work. Let him cook. Let him cook. Move. Move. Do what you got to do. Handle business as usual and let him deal with it in the spiritual. Let God deal with your problems in the spiritual. You handle your business in the physical and he'll handle business in the spiritual. That is the exchange. That's how I feel about it. Every time I'm going through something, I pray, I give it to God, and I'm like, you know what? God going to do his thing in the spiritual because he always does. He always does. You just got to ask him. You just got to go to him, and he'll make it all right. He'll make it all right. But if you don't ask him and you don't go to him, then yeah, it's going to get serious. It's going to get serious. And also, if you don't want to end up in these crazy situations, you got to keep life simple and you got to handle your business. Keep life simple, handle your business. Don't worry about the small stuff. Do what you got to do. It may seem boring, it may seem repetitive, but at least you know what you're going to get. At least you know what to expect. At least you don't have to worry about receiving like a negative result because you're just out here playing Russian roulette with your life. We can't be having that. We can't be having that. That's just adding on unnecessary stress. We stress about enough during the day. So why should we add on more that that doesn't benefit us at all and is really just not worth it? Why should we do that? Why do we have to do that? Why can't we just keep life simple? If you don't want to go broke, don't spend your money on stupid stuff. If you don't want to end up in a bad relationship, watch who you talk to. Really evaluate the females that you talk to. If you don't want to have any snakes in your circle, pick like carefully choose the people that you hang around. That's really what it's all about. And yeah, I get it. Some people could blindside you, but I mean, once they blindside you the first time, you got to cut them off right then and there. You can't let them get back. You can't let them get the opportunity to blindside you again because it's like, fool me once, shame on you. But fool me twice, shame on me because why did I let you back in? Why did I give you an opportunity to wrong me a second time after you did it the first time or even the third time? Because some people like to give second chances. So it's like, you know what, you'll see where that goes. But after they do it again, you like, dang, now what? Do I just let them back? Do I just let them back in? That's really how most people be moving. And I truly don't be understanding it. But, you know, some people are different. So I'm like, you know, I can't really judge. I'm not God. But all I can say is that I wouldn't, it wouldn't be me It wouldn't be me because I wouldn't allow that to be me. So yeah. Yeah. But for my last point though, don't allow a small problem to affect your grind, because the grind is really all we have. That's all we have at the end of the day. So are you really just going to let this false scenario that you've been creating over the past week or two affect everything that you've been doing right now? Are you really just going to keep on dwelling on the negativities? Why? Why do that? Why do that to yourself? Do not do that, because you got something good going on. You got something amazing going on. And you know you got the cook up. A lot of people know you got the cook up. And there are a lot of people hating on you too. Probably. I don't know you guys' life. I don't know what you guys go through. But all I can say is that most people really don't want to see you up. Most people really don't want to see you winning. So you really can't give them that luxury of seeing you down. So it's like you really just gotta take it and charge it to the game. Whatever you're going through, charge it to the game. Keep on moving, keep on pushing. Because the moment that you stop, the moment that you slack up, bro, it's over. You're cooked. Just like how I told you guys, how I took like that 2-month break. Channel cooked. Done. I didn't even think I could get back. Thank God I'm somewhat picking myself back up right now. But bro, it's a lot of stuff you got to do just to get back to somewhat of what you were originally. And we don't want to hustle backwards in life. That's what you don't want to do. You do not want to hustle backwards just because you feel as though you're going through a situation. Never hustle backwards, because it's like all of the hard work that you put in, it means nothing now because you just wasted it. You just wasted it by giving up on yourself, essentially, because that's literally what you just did by not staying consistent. You just gave up on yourself. And I get things happen. But when you make that conscious decision to just say, you know what, I don't think I'm going to do this anymore, bro, please do not do that to yourself. Don't do it to yourself. Even when you're in the darkest moments, when you feel like you can't keep on going, just do it anyway. Do it anyway. Because while you're in the midst of doing it, you'll be like, dang, I'm so happy I didn't stop. Because sometimes that's really all we be needing. We just need to do something. We just be needing to do something. Like we're not meant to just sit around and not do anything. Yeah, it's cool to relax. Yeah, it's cool to recuperate and get your mind right. But, bro, do not stop fully. Do not stop fully. There's a reason why I always say keep on going until the casket drops. Because when the casket drops, you're done for good. You really can't do anything else because you know, you already know what that means. But yeah, if you still waking up in the morning, obviously God has a plan for you. So for you to give up, I say that's disrespectful to God. I'm just saying that's disrespectful to God, because he was the one who woke you up. So he knew you had a plan. He just needs you to follow through with that plan, because he was the one who gave you the plan. But you got to put in the work. You got to make that happen. You got to make that happen. You got to make that come into fruition. It's up to you at the end of the day. You can't get mad at anybody else but yourself. If certain things are not going right for you, that's your fault. That's your fault. Don't point fingers. Don't point fingers, because we're not in pre-K, we're not in kindergarten, we're not in elementary school, high school. We're not in those anymore. And even if you in college, bro, you think anybody cares about the excuses that you make? No, they don't. They don't. They just going to tell you to suck it up and figure something out. So, bro, do not point fingers. You just got to shoulder that blame. You got to shoulder that blame. And if you know it's not your fault, then, hey, that's good. That's good. But don't point no fingers, bro. Don't point no fingers, bro. If people do you wrong, then hey, they got to go to God about that. But don't let those people be the reason why you stop everything. It's so many people around me that stop doing the things they love just because they had certain individuals around them that just wanted to bring them down and that just wanted to feed them all like straight up negativity, so much to the point where they just stop everything that they're doing and they actually let them win. And in a way, that's like kind of weak minded because it's like these people are controlling you essentially. Nobody out here is your master but God. Nobody out here is your master but God. So you can't allow these people to control you. So when they spew this negativity and they spew this hate at you, and you actually stop everything that you're doing just because you're getting negative reactions, bro, these people are your master. You might as well be their slave. You might as well be their slave. I know that's a crazy analogy, but bro, that's literally what it is. These people that got no power over you except the power that you give them. If you give them the power, then yeah, of course they're gonna control you because you're letting them, you're listening to them. Don't listen to these people. Block them out. Zone them out. Get into your zone. Forget what these people talking about. And most importantly, don't tell these people what you doing. Do not tell these people what you doing. A lot of people just want validation and be like, oh yeah, oh look what I'm doing. Look what I'm doing. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Who cares, bro? Who cares? These people just gonna end up hating on your dreams anyway. So you got to let your success speak for itself. Let your work ethic speak for itself. You don't have to say anything. You really don't. You really don't. Just do what you got to do. Just do what you got to do. Handle business as usual. That's what it's all about. But yeah, man, I hope you guys got something good out of this message. I really appreciate all the recent support that I've been getting on all of my videos. I appreciate you guys for rocking with me, rocking with the channel. I'm going to keep this up. This is really my passion, and I show up all the time. I'm probably the most consistent YouTuber like on this platform. I'm just saying. I'm not like I'm being real humble about it, but you guys see it. You guys see it. Y'all hear from me every day. Whether I'm in your shorts feed, whether I just pop up on like as a regular video, bro, I'm everywhere, bro. I'm everywhere, bro. So yeah, shout out to Mr. Keep It Simple. He helped me out. I'm gonna keep on going strong. We gotta make these plans happen. I got a lot of big things cooking up, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. So I just really appreciate you guys, and to God be the glory for sure. But yeah, man. Follow me on Instagram at grind_CJ27, and also follow my other page, which is grind_life productions, and follow Grind Life Productions on TikTok as well. With that being said, we signing out. Peace.